I don't want to play any of these classes because I don't think any of them are going to yield enjoyment on average, but let's live a dream. Meeting Stone, Peasant, or Corporal, all good early game cards, all irrelevant if your opponent plays 3 Cavern Dreamers and deals 40 damage to you in 1 turn. Let's imagine those things don't happen. What card would we want? I don't know. Grab a Meeting Stone. Good thing we didn't get on that one. We didn't bet on that one. I like Scroll. Scroll's good. Harpy's nice. If you get some Frost Spells, not bad to have a little extra armor. And Sidekick. It's cool if you get some weapons. Let's take a Harpy. I don't want to play that if I don't get any weapons. Don't Stand's great. Ice Rep's not bad at Shaman at all, but let's take the removal spell. The Geyser's nice. I don't think you can pass a Fire Ellie though. Hex is very good. You know what we need? That 5-drop that summons 3/3s, Multitasker. Oh, and a Master of Realities. Frostbite's not bad at all. We end up with a weapon? No, right? No weapon still. Let's take the Diver, which is very strong. And a Mount or a Dragon. I like the Mount, but I don't want to get too many just like spells that don't really do anything. Let's take a little bit of card draw here. The game was an example of everything wrong with the Arena meta. I don't think that that is even specific to Arena. I think that that is just a good testament of poor card design across many multiple cards. And that oftentimes will ruin any format of Hearthstone where they're involved. Cards like, you know, a 5 mana or a 10 mana 2017, particularly Battle Master, which ruins any game it's in, I think. Yeah. Shaman deck is looking like a Dread Shaman run. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking like we have a lot of good cards that can't beat a Cavern Dreamer if they're played on one. I don't really want any of these. I guess we can run a Horde Pillager, and if we get a weapon, it's probably not a dead card. Sergeant's nice. I'm gonna take the Shaman card. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Love Poacher. Yeah, this deck already has in its first 15 cards probably more copies of cards that I haven't seen in the last 5 to 10 Shaman drafts. A Fire Ellie, a Don't Stand in the Fire, a Hex, a Scroll, a Poacher. Like these cards that were super, super common that now are littering our deck, which is great. I'm happy to have them. It just seems like you either get 10 drafts in a row with none of them and maybe one with all of them. Guess we can bask in the joy of it being this run where we have some. I guess the ping is nice. A Stormer or a Sky Talon? I like Stormer. Well, I don't, but I like having elementals. Mothership, okay. Sure. Another slime skill. Oh, we did have the elementary reaction, so picking up an extra elemental or 2 seems okay, right? Let's take the Diver though, and a Murloc or a Diver. Let's grab the Diver here. No real reason. Oh, okay, well, I actually have some, you know, we have a lot of Murlocs. Okay, you know what? Fuck the Diver. The Dredge, I really want the Dredge. Hey, Killian, what's up, Killian? Thank you for the Prime, man. I have a Bug Zapper, and it's really loud when it zaps bugs. This little fly I got in my room, I was just waiting for him to get zapped. I sat there and it died. It was satisfying. I like watching someone speed past you get pulled over by a cop. Let's take the Dredge because we don't have a lot of ways to get the Scroll. Let's take the Seeker because it's good. Legionnaire I do think is kind of nice when you have a Poacher. Actually kind of nice when you have a Meeting Stone, but these are just so valuable, I feel. A-Wing is probably better than Pinata. However, Pinata can give a random legendary. Glaciate, yet another Shaman card we never see, but very happy to have now. I'm very happy to pick up a 2-drop that can Dredge, but I would take any 2s at this point pretty highly. Granite Forgeborn, yeah, I like that card. Maybe we pick up another Elemental or 2. Dragon or Local Art, wow, I kind of want them all. This card with Master of Realities. We have 1, 2, 3 dragons. It's really good if you have it. And Herald to pull just to Glaciate. But man, Glaciate's a sick pull. The 2 is just, we need a 2. More than a 4 or a 5. Alright, let's take a Warder. I'm not sure. Troll's good. Mistress, meh. Let's take a Troll. I love this card. This is pretty good too. This is pretty good too. I just love Cobalt. Another Fire Ellie, and finally a Surge or a Burrower. Let's take a Burrower. We actually have a lot of Murlocs. And a lot, I mean a couple, but they're insanely good Murlocs to hit, these ones. If only we took the Fey Wing. Yeah, if only, right? But I'm gonna get a Ysera. Alright, let's stay optimistic. Just because our last 2 decks got scammed by Cavern Dreamers and bad luck doesn't mean this one will. What the fuck is this high roll draft? This is a reward for getting scammed by Dreamers last game. We took 45 damage when we were at 41 and had lethal on board with a very powerful deck at 2 and 2. I think we deserve it. You draft a decent deck like this, you're hyped to play it, and then you just want to delete the game. Sometimes, yeah. But the best part of Arena is drafting, so we got to have fun with the draft. Let's not disregard that. Let's not disregard that, that experience. And the only point, in my opinion, of wanting to win the games, you know, whatever, sure, is so you can get more gold so you can draft in the future. So as long as we can keep drafting, it's fine. I've been chewing the same piece of gum for 5 hours and I just realized it. I hate gum. I hate chewing gum. Whatever. Resign the deck is a very nifty feature in a meta like this one. Yes. It is. Hey Llama, do you think if we set a subathon goal to shave our beard, do you think we could reach 10,000 subs? You might heal it, but just don't want to float all this mana just to get the scroll that I don't even necessarily want to cast. Right. Alright, let's shoot it, and beautiful cards. You can usually tell if your deck is good or not, one, by how many golden cards you have, at least in my experience, and by how colorful your cards are. If you just have a bunch of shitty neutrals, they never look that cool. If you're serious about doing a subathon, I could set up some great shit. Alright, message me. Maybe. We did most of the things from the last one. Just, I don't know. I can't remember. They were like 5 years ago, so I don't remember. Shoot it down to 4? Blast it. So I can actually do these things. I just don't want to take damage on this. But I also really don't want to overload. Hey Redbeard, sorry I have to move and change jobs, so I couldn't open Twitch. How's the meta right now? The meta's horrible right now, but it can still be fun. I guess I could throw that away. And then I don't have to take damage on it. It's gonna chicken out. Well, I don't want to like eat a worm or anything. Unless it's gummy. You know what'd be cool if somebody controlled all this crap on the stream and made it like really fancy and good and whatnot. Actually just gonna play this. We could hex it, I just don't really care unless he dredges it, right? So like the last meta, so there's been any good meta lately? I think the metas have been okay for the most part. And honestly, this meta is good outside of Cavern Dreamer and the fact that so many classes are in the dumpster. But if you have the resources to kind of wade through that, I think there's some really cool decks and some really fun cards, and I think, you know, all of that is pretty cool. And you have to sometimes be okay with getting some really stupid things. Like, I think if they just changed Cavern Dreamer, that would be great. If they just made it a 2-mana 1/3. It wouldn't make Mage that much worse, but it would even things out a bit. And then if you wanted to take it a step further, you buff Priest, you buff Shaman, you buff Rogue. Honestly, you buff Druid. And I think that would be nice. But hey, we nerfed Rogue and Shaman to the point of unplayability from a couple metas ago. So sure, why wouldn't it just remain absolute shit even though the meta is completely different? Yeah, it should definitely just stay shit, right? I should have done this. Let's do that too. Come on, don't really matter. None of this matters. We're gonna win. We already did well. 6 mana 5/10 was pretty cool. That was actually kind of cool. 6 mana 5/10 taunt. Looks like only warriors in the dumpster. Looks like only warriors in the dumpster. Warriors like the 2nd or 3rd best class in Arena right now. If the meta was a girl, would you smash or pass? Does she have a nice personality and does she treat me with respect? Then I might consider doing whoopee with her, consensually speaking. Any guesses why they haven't sorted out Dreamer? They usually have nerf problems this big? I don't think they usually nerf problems this big very quickly. My guess would be that hotfixes take more work and require more time than we give them credit for, or more than they want to do. And as there's going to be a rotation and a removal of this set in less than 3 weeks anyway, a lot of times like the hotfixes are usually like a week or 2 out. So it's like, why, you know, if you started it today instead of a week ago, then maybe, you know, you don't maybe playing in like a hot fixed meta for like a week and then another rotation, and it just becomes too much work for their time, for their trouble or whatever. We only ever speculate. Maybe they are seeing an incredible surge in arena players in games played and runs bought, and they're like, you know what, fuck this is working. We're gonna leave this. Maybe we'll prolong this. Who knows? I don't know, but I would guess hot fixes are usually scheduled several weeks in advance, and rotations are scheduled several more weeks or months in advance, tied into rotations of sets, new sets and whatnot. So that, I think, has more to do with it than anything. Web Monkey, thanks for the Prime very much for the 24 months, 2 years. Why would they create a card, a 1 mana 1/4 card that gives you every time? Comparing this with Babbling Book, it makes no sense. I think they did minimal play testing for the Taverns of Time cards, and I think there were probably just random kind of real quick suggestions of ways to make the cards more viable for the most part, which probably consisted of, well, let's give it 1 health. Let's give the other thing 1 health. Let's reduce this thing's mana cost by 1. Let's increase this thing's power by 1. They really weren't very sophisticated adjustments that they made, and probably someone was like, well, let's reduce Cavern Dreamer by 1, and someone was like, no, let's leave it but give it 1 health, and then someone else was probably like, well, let's not do anything, and then they probably were like, well, somebody said reduce it, oh, somebody said give it health, and now we ended up with maybe an adjustment they maybe meant to do one of the 2 things, probably one or the other. Well, I would argue that neither was really necessary. Cavern Dreamer feels like a genius move. They know streamers are going to complain about that incessantly, while not realizing the whole game is fucked and a huge swath of cards are busted. Good, that's a fair point. The guy holding a sign, look over there, and everybody is falling off a cliff. Poet makes an interesting point, not completely without merit. There are more issues than Cavern Dreamer. Cavern Dreamer is just the most glaringly obvious one that you can point to. As I have mentioned many, many times, cards like Wild Paw Cavern bother me far more than a card like Raid Boss or Ysera, because it's so flippin' cheap that you're just there's nothing you can do about it, you know? Whereas Cavern Dreamer is like Wild Paw Cavern on steroids. Why are you defending them so much? Who are you talking to, me or Poet? I'm not defending anybody.
Have you no respect for the dead?
I am discussing card design, the mentality of a video game company, speculating on things that I don't have any concrete knowledge or evidence for. Because that's my job. That's what I'm supposed to do. My job is to talk shit and get hit and play Hearthstone. I reopened my old Goodreads account and noticed my to read pile was 300 books, so I made another account. Yeah. Yeah. What I wanted to read 8 years ago isn't what I want to read today anyway, probably. Yeah, probably. Or there's like a hidden gem and you should go through the whole list and find like the best thing, you know? The thing that's gonna blow everyone's mind. Hates the heat, not the meat. Wow. Is it powerful? Music? Hello? I had 3 or 4 bookcases double stacked, so I put them all in boxes. My mom moved out of her house. She was like packing up all of her books. She had a bunch of like old books. And just like donated some to the library and stuff like that by her house. And then was like, oh, I need to buy more books. Like, you never read the books you had. Why do you need to buy more books? I think she brought some bookcases though. Maybe not. Probably should have done this first. Let's just take the taunt, right? Why not? My boyfriend told me 2 days ago that when we live together, I'm only allowed to own 50 unread books. Well, just lie to him. I think it's important when you're dating somebody to just lie all the time. And tell him, I did read them all, and I'm buying more. And then also just maybe find ways to kind of passive-aggressively kind of, you know, just kind of needle at him over the course of 40 years while you guys both grow to hate each other by going to the library and renting or borrowing or whatever the books and have like 1,000 books in the house, and he's like, what the hell, I thought I said only 50 unread books, and you're like, well, I don't own them. You said I couldn't own them. These are just from the library, and I fully intend to read them and return them at a later date, but just never do it. Thoughts on Pyroblast? Overrated card, probably. A bad card more often than people probably give it credit for, whereas in the right deck, particularly a lower quality deck, you know, tempo oriented with a couple of extra burn spells, I think sometimes it's the best card in your deck. And cards like that, Bloodlust, Savage Roar, these are the cards that I think typically get overrated the most by players. Bloodlust, Pyroblast, these cards where it's very, very clear to see when it just instantaneously wins you the game, and you can maybe even oftentimes say like, well, no other card could have done what that card did, and I only won because I had it. Whereas oftentimes what people are doing is they're like, oh, I got my opponent down to 12 or 13 and then I couldn't quite Pyroblast them to for lethal. Oh, I got unlucky. Oh, if only, you know, only I was able to deal a couple more points of damage, which over the course of the game, you know, your Moarg would have dealt 16 to them in 2 hits, and you would have won the game because you just had a card that you were able to proactively play on the board. It's really easy to be like, well, I almost got there. Next time it's gonna get there. Oh, yeah, it got there. You just kind of never really justify the games where it cost you the game. Great discoveries in the right spot if you have the right deck. Yeah, sometimes it wins your game you can't otherwise win. I think there's a place for cards like that. There's value in that stuff. But as I mentioned, in my opinion, the mistake that a lot of people make and what you really want to avoid doing as often as you can is gauging cards off of their absolute best and not accounting for their absolute worst. And then I think you'll have a truer assessment of how good or bad a lot of these cards can be. When is the last time you lied to chat? I don't know. But I lie to chat probably every day. But not like, I mean, somebody's like, hey, Redbeard, you know, do you have like greasy long hair down to your butt under your hat? Like, oh yeah, absolutely, or whatever. But I don't know. Probably like make a joke every day about something that's not true, like 50 times a day. But I can't. Like the last time I lied about something, probably like somebody asked like how much money do you make, and I was like, I probably just didn't answer. Is that I don't know if that's a lie. You're cute. Hey, thanks, Trap. I think you're adorable. A true lie, not a joke lie. I think rather than lie, I probably just like deflect. And I hope this doesn't feel like I'm copping out of answering this. I'm not actually sure. I don't have like a, oh yeah, I lied about this. I'll try to think about it the next time I lie though, if that's okay. Redbeard lies to chat every day? Yeah, sort of. I don't know. I make jokes. I don't feel personally like I lie about anything that's, you know, somebody's like, hey, Redbeard, will you do something for me? And I'm like, yeah. And then I don't. I don't think that exposed. Let's see. Yeah, probably. But like joke, you know? Do a little jokey joke. Do a little funny joke. One of those is gonna survive. Man, I sure wish he would stop putting 11 power. I wish I got 1 power here. Classic Redbeard Naval Mine. I'm surprised I got 1 power from my Death Rattle. That was great. I'm so impressed. I mean, this probably removes the same amount of power as this. That, I guess, could remove 3 more power, but it doesn't feel like winning. Jane, hey Jane, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Making sure the visible area on your cam is clean versus the rest of the actual room being a dirty mess, that's a lie. Well, I mean, it's not a big dirty mess, I would say. I'm at 8. How bad is being at 8? Well, it'd be better to be at a higher life total, I think. That deals 3. He's at 6, 13. So this 6, 9, 10 plus this, and then we see if we roll a 2 or something. We got a 2. I'm just gonna play it. I feel so free. I'm doing well. It's my last day at my current job, and I cannot wait to leave this wretched place forever. Wait, you're quitting? Where are you going? What are you doing? That's incredible. I'm happy for you, if you're happy. Was that a Game Grumps reference? Actually, yes. Funny joke. But I don't remember. It was like Yoda, right, or something? I haven't watched a great Game Grumps video in a very long time. I also forgot that that was where that's from. Just shoot him. Glaciate. Let's drop that. It's gonna be good at some point, right? It's like a Yoda, but I couldn't remember what the context was. There was like, they did a Yoda character or something sometimes. Becoming a professional Redbeard viewer? I noticed we don't have any taunts. We got a taunt, we got Glaciate. That's a taunt, right? Sort of. Yeah, Shaman doesn't have a lot of good class taunts, though, right? Or any? Alec here, maybe, but that's not a great card. We can get a 6-drop. Can I ever kill him? What if I get 2 lightning bolts? 3, 6, 9, 12. Almost.
I hope this fits on the ship.
Let's roll with the Glaciate. Is this over a 10 win deck? No, we got 2 right now. The win total's in the bottom left. He didn't kill anything. We could do another one. Okay. Wow, tap. That's bold. Alright, I get double lightning bolt every time.
A simple spell.
Oh dear, that's not great. I actually still don't have lethal next turn. This doesn't unfreeze because there's no minions on board. This could actually be kind of dicey. Here is what you want. This is what I want? Was it funny? I don't really remember. Wow, their voice is a Toyota. I am going to... I can clear that. I can clear the whole board. I could look for Racing Cold. This is 1 damage off. Alright, let's just take Bracing Cold. Gives me a little bit of wiggle room. What if you stream music through Amazon's Music app? Can they still DMCA you? Yeah. They could do whatever they want to you. Hurt you real bad. Physically. Emotionally. I probably should have played that too. Let's kill this. And let's freeze this. And let's go face so you can't tap. They own the rights to that music and the platform you're streaming it on? Yeah, I don't know, but I don't own the rights. Twitch chat and most DMCA rules and whatnot are, Twitch's TOS is you can't stream any music that you don't own, or that you don't have permission, explicit permission to stream. So the artist has to give you, the individual, permission, or they seem to be okay if the artist has made like a public, like Twitter post or YouTube or on their own website. They said like, hey, you know, our stuff is fine, we own the rights and whatnot. But just because Amazon owns the rights, they're paying for that stuff. You're not paying for it, so I give you permission. Thank you. You play an album of me covering Billy Joel songs? I think technically, yeah. I think so. Well, actually, I think technically no. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert in like copyright law or music law. But I'm under the impression from a buddy of mine that was really involved in you know, he was in a band, and they, you know, that was his job. And I think he said something like you can own like melodies but not lyrics or something, or like one way or another. Like you can't own everything. I don't know if that's true. I think that's what he told me though. But there's probably somebody that there's probably something that somebody knows more about, right? No more crying at my desk, not sleeping at night, always being overlooked and devalued. Wait, why are those things happening to you?
Everything the light touches.
After a friendly minion is healed, give it some attack. That's almost good. I just don't really want to get a 1/1, have him bump and heal it, and then I'm actually kind of in trouble, right? I can guarantee that if I cover Billy Joel songs, it would not be in key, on key, in key, or on beat. Oh, okay. That's good news. That's great news. I can play that. I think I'll just do this and find a Murloc, right? We have pretty good odds. Well, doesn't really matter what we take here. Eventually, we're gonna be throwing away that something, right? Oh crap! I gave him that. That's probably fine. I'm sure he doesn't have a Mac Daddy Murloc, right? I don't have another giant job lined up right now, but these last 2 months made me realize no more, because that is the place I work at and I hate it. Oh, well, that's good news. That's good news. Well, as long as you're happy, that's what I care most about. I'm gonna play this. We don't stand and fully clear it, but it's not particularly, like, there's not a lot of pressure that he's putting on us right now. There's a guy on YouTube who recreates entire album, Demon Days by the Gorillaz, using his voice. I have not seen that. Sounds pretty cool. You know what's not cool? Snipe Captain. Not cool, bro. You get quest cards in arena builds, you can get side quests, but not the actual quests. I would argue that having quests in arena would be cool. I think having the build around synergistic cards, and not necessarily having a synergy quote-unquote meta, but having the synergistic cards be viable options would be neat. And I would argue that I would rather draft one of those and take a chance and take like a Mukla or a Sergeant Sally or this other wretched filth that always makes its way back into arena anyway. You ever play WoW? I did not. I got into Hearthstone because I had a buddy that I worked with that was a big fan, and I played a ton of Magic. And I had heard of Hearthstone, but I had never checked it out. It had been out for, you know, a year or something like that, 6 months, a year, 2 years, I don't remember. But he was like, no, you gotta check it out, it's so fun. I was like, oh, okay, fine. So I did, and I really loved it. And eventually, I mean, I still played a ton of Magic. I played a lot more Magic than Hearthstone. But eventually I started to, like, Magic is very expensive, so I started to, like, get better at Hearthstone and mitigate my costs, and I was having a lot of fun. Imagine that, having fun playing Hearthstone. Hey, what's up, Dealy? It's a good card. Can I remove anything, is the question. No, not really. You look like you smell too good to play Magic. I have a bad smell about me sometimes when I stream. But if I go out and like meet a human, I'll try to smell okay. Dexter said I smelled like Fruit Loops. I thought that was a crock of shit and made up. Which streaming community is bigger? Hearthstone or Magic? Oh, for sure, Hearthstone, like 10 times probably. At one point it was probably like 100 times. Magic really didn't, they didn't make Arena until several years after Hearthstone had already stolen a huge portion of their player base. That's unlucky, now he gets to fully clear. I'm gonna need to dredge that. I know it looks like... Removes 5 power, that removes 4. I guess I have to take off 5 right now. We'll see if he plays like just a Mawarg this turn. Pushes 6, puts us to 8. We can kill the Mawarg, can shoot that, can get a free trade there. He can continuously roll phenomenal answers to kill my stuff very cheaply. That's fine too.
Yeah.
That's not great for me. Now he heals my face on accident. Alright, well, would have rather had one of the heals, but what can you do? I guess I wouldn't be able to get it down this turn anyway. That has all the rushes? Yeah. Yeah, we just drew pretty poorly, huh? And we don't have a super strong curve, but we missed everything. We didn't do anything the first 3 turns of the game. And then turn 4, we played a 4-mana 4/4 with a buttload of Murlocs, but unfortunately they weren't on the bottom of our deck. They were just in the middle. They weren't on the top, they weren't on the bottom. I like to learn about all the things people do to try and beat the copyright bot, from flipping the videos to increase and decrease the color and the tint of the video, changing some pixels, and cropping out certain areas. Well, people don't really do stuff like that so much anymore, I don't think. You know, if they're actually making content, because YouTube won't like ban you. They'll just kind of, they'll demonetize the video and let the creators, if you're using their music, earn the ad revenue or whatever, which is fine, because that's your choice then, right? You at least have a choice. With Twitch, they're like, well, whatever. If you get, you know, if you get flagged, we're gonna ban you. If you're a big streamer, we're probably not really gonna ban you. If you're a small streamer, who knows? So that part kind of stinks, but. All of a sudden, we have a lot of health, potentially. That trade was painful. Yeah, that was a funky one. But they might, I mean, it's that spot where, oh, fuck off, dude. Just fuck off, please. 11? 11! Alright, let's play that. Find our Pinata. Yeah, the Murloc might be better, but let's do that. It's that point where you're like, oh, like, I have to kill this, I can't kill them. One thing I hate is none of these are good X targets. Why was the dude still trading? I'm not sure. He hexed my my Mac Daddy, and that stinks. We might win because of a nice top deck. And hex that. That trade is good. I'm out of stuff, but I have a good deck, don't I? Like, I got a good deck. It's a bad draw. I guess I'll do this. The totem's not completely irrelevant, right? And then the win period could be relevant, maybe. Doesn't have a free trade anywhere. I think you... I mean, it depends what he plays, but I think you kind of have to push face here. We only have one card. You're not, I mean, we're gonna draw 1, 2, 3. If you're just sitting on a spider tank, you kind of just have to go face. But they probably had to go face that turn they traded with the 8/8. And again, they might still win, but to consistently win, they probably had to do that. No Murlocs. And kill that one. Let's see what's in the box. What would you say is the key to a good arena deck? Good curve. Good play. Good curve. Powerful cards. I mean, having access to a taunt totem could be good. The 0/2 that buffs attack could be decent here. This could be like a death. It's funny, it's actually kind of good in this spot when they have full mana and they're just taking damage. It's kind of good in this spot. Maybe he's got like a 10 drop and he's like, I don't want to play it. Osman. But yeah, first priority I would say is a strong curve. Having enough 2s and 3s specifically. That is his top deck this turn, which really sucks for us. Just throwing that out there. Just doing my calculations. Very sucks for us. You might have two of them, maybe? I don't know. He's not playing anything.
Secret agent coming through.
Probably top decking dragons would be my guess. I can't imagine that we are favored anymore. 5-8. We need 4 damage. There's easy ways to get 4 damage here. I was going to say a Storm's Wrath and a Lightning Bolt, but I didn't, and now I ruined my clip. Standard Redbeard luck, yeah. I think we managed to overcome a lot of unfortunate circumstances, thank you. And now, we shall go pee. I will do.
Morgo versus Illidan. This ends now.
Okay, get rid of all this crap and we'll keep that guy. What the hell? I'm sure I touched that right. That guy lost because Richard's deck was bad. Just face it. Is our deck bad? I think our deck is really good. This is the best Shaman deck I've seen in 2 months. Pretty sure Ribby ripped a fart while walking away. You know, you might be right about that. Just turn the mic off for a minute.
Now you freeze!
Hey, Wicked Kitten, sorry I walked away. I went to go pee. Doctor says I must pee. I wish I had that last turn. So I got 5 armor, but yeah, what are you gonna do? Edgelord music. Do you hate it, or do you want to switch?
I hope this fits on the ship.
There you go. Let's get sucker down. I got an aggro demon hunter with double bone glaive, killing people on turn 6. Oh god, keep that sucker away from me. What day is it today? Sunday? It's Sunday, I guess Monday morning technically. You need to pee. I just peed. I don't have to pee anymore. All dribbled out of me. Kill this guy. Maybe face. Maybe face. He's gonna go down to 17, then down to 11. We have an AoE. We probably should have gone face then. Maybe shoot his guy and go face. I don't really want that. I'd rather get a scroll, maybe. Not these. Not that. Definitely not that one. Okay, that went poorly. taunt, and I don't have a rush. No peeing on the job, I have to. I don't take enough breaks, I should probably take more breaks. Oh, if anybody too wants to hit the follow button, now would be a great time. And I just want to make another mention, our last YouTube video, it's just going hog wild. Oh, I want that fire thing back. Give me my don't stand back, please. 3, 9, 10, 11, I actually don't want that. I asked for it. And the game gave it to me. It means I have to play don't stand next turn pretty much, but that's fine because if I do, I want him to trade. I want him to feel like he should trade. Wow, that video quadruple legendary. It's 4, 7, 9, so we can trade there and then don't stand. Views are up 50% still, 12 hours after it came out. That's crazy. That might be our best performing video in a really long time. May end up our best performing one. Remember to drink and pee frequently. Yes. Yes, sir. Oh, I should have refilled my water, though. I grabbed a little shake.
I hope this fits on the ship.
The priest video? Yeah, the priest. Quadruple legendary priest. I remember that deck. I forgot about it. I forget about the decks oftentimes very quickly. I think I'm just gonna do this. I regret, or I will regret not being able to throw 8 to his face if he gives me something to trade, but this can just hit him in the face for 8, which, you know, that'd be good too. Where'd that come from? I'm gonna die to Inquisitor. Well, that's no good. I guess I have a Hex. I have a Hex. Is it lethal? It's not lethal with a Hex. He didn't gain any life. It would be pretty cool. Hope I'm not dead. Sorry for accusing you of farting. Turns out I was the culprit. We could have both farted, you don't know. That kind of night, I guess. Miss Lethal? No. Oops, no. When I watch the YouTube videos, I gravitate towards the videos with legendaries, so probably having 4 made it explode. 4 makes me explode. Well, we took 42 damage in 1 turn to get a win stolen from us. We got the first Inquisitor played in Arena in the last 6 months by anyone played when we were at exactly 9. Insta broken 8-8, yeah. What are you gonna do? I respect a chatter that calls lethal or recognize the error of their ways. Me too. But I wish, and I know it's not gonna happen, but I wish if chat wants to type Miss Lethal, they would start it by just typing out what the play was. So I can either acknowledge it and learn and get better, or I can explain how it's not. Because if I missed it, then I don't know what's going on, right? If I really did. Yeah, fuck those guys. It's fine. I get paid per message. No, I don't. Otherwise, we'd need more Llama, more Zelda.
Luckily, you have me.
And our curve really isn't that bad to have had 2 games in the first 6, like, where we really didn't participate, potentially. Looks like we're gonna curve out okay, but don't have a bad curve. Do I want to pre-hit? Not really. If you got paid per message, I could retire at the age of 23. What if it was like, you know, ad revenue a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a cent per message? I probably wouldn't, you know.
The courage of man shall not fail.
Transmogrifier is such a bait. Another one of those cards that I think is
We're going on a dangerous voyage.
overrated by a lot of people, and probably to an extent somewhat underrated as a result as well. Where it's really just a 2-mana 2/3, and the card it burns is usually not super relevant, and the card it gives you is usually not super relevant. Well, so I'll play the one he doesn't pick. Maybe gets these 3. I'd like to play the Glaciate, I think. But what I think is the bait is like when people coin out a transmog because they think it's like some uber powerful, awesome play, and then they skip turn 2. Yeah, sure. Or they, you know, they don't have a curve. So they draw a 2 and it turns into a 10, and then they draw a 3 and it turns into an 8, and now all of a sudden you have a Tyrion and a raid boss in your hand and you're dead because you played it. I think you have to be a little more conscientious of how you play it, that I think a lot of players just sort of disregard. And I think people overreact to it. Like, I don't know if we had anything we could really, like, quote unquote do, but I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna have a bad turn just to try to kill a 2/3. Brand. I mean, he probably, maybe it motivates him to kill the brand, but I don't have any battle cries, so. This guy got a Phelan? Yeah, but Phelan, like, let's say, so maybe his Hex or his Mothership or his Fire Elementals turned into a Phelan and he doesn't have any Dredge, then it's bad. But sometimes your Horde Pillager is going to turn into a, you know, a Bandersmosh, and your Bandersmosh is going to turn into a, who knows, you know, a Kresh Lord of the Turtling, and all of a sudden, like, your completely irrelevant card became something serviceable. And that's more how the card performs, I think, than like, oh my god, my Naval Mine turned into a raid boss, or oh my god, no, my raid boss turned into a Sergeant Sally. It's like, it's a lot more in between, I think. That's my thought. I really want to play this and then trade it and get buffed minions, but I can't. Okay. This is actually pretty great. He low rolled both of those, stat-wise. We're about to high roll, right? We're about to teach him a lesson in high rolling. Captain Galvan Fort.
Yeah, I don't need.
It's a good 4. It's a good 3. So we definitely want to kill his guy, and I guess we might as well kill this at this point. Massive Realities is great with tiny toys. Massive Realities is great with any card that summons a card. That sucks. But it doesn't suck that bad, right? It'd be worse if he just dredged, probably. That's 6-9. Pretty motivated to trade off his guy. I need an explosive sheep anyway. We do want to end this game quickly. It's because one dredge into a Gigafin or a Neptulon or Behemoth and maybe we're out. Be one top deck away.
Let fall the sands.
Might be in his hand right now. He does shuffle his deck so he can draw a one of those at any point now. Yeah, Master of Realities is better with cards that summon multiple minions, right? If you're spending 4 mana to get a bunch of 2/2s or 1/1s, it's like you're gonna get 12 mana worth of summons instead of 6. That won't work, right? Darn it. That almost kept him alive. It's kind of cool. I want to cast it. And as his literal next draw could be Reno into 3 Colossals in a row. Let's not. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna eat ice cream at 5 a.m. Do you work? If you ain't working, then yeah, it's time. It's creamin' time. Doesn't shuffle X into your deck retain the order of the rest of your deck? I always figured it just put the cards in at random spots. It shuffles it, so every card ends up in a random spot. Like if you were to shuffle physically, and you can get the cards you shuffled in. So it goes in, then you shuffle, then you draw. The cards on your bottom might remain on the bottom. They might all come to the top. You don't know.
Knowledge is power.
Oh, you guys weren't supposed to see that, sorry. Well, that was a pretty straightforward mulligan. Creamin' sounds dirty. It does, doesn't it? I'm sorry, I might have misspoke.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
We don't have fire where I'm from. I'm sorry. I don't know what fire is. So yeah, if you don't have a dredge card in your deck, a shuffle card can help you find the sunken cards. Also, it's not just that that dragon that can do it, right? So like a card like Ignite shuffles an Ignite into your deck, so you can get the cards on the bottom. This might be my last day on Earth. I just flew into Fresno and it's going to be 110. My body's not built for this. Good lord, I hate 110. I'm going to do this. I get to save that. I get to get my scroll. And a totem's fine. Healing would be cool. 1/1's, probably better than taunt. Kind of sucks to know the possibility seeker's on the bottom because I'm stuck with this for now and I don't want it. Quite badly don't want it. Fresno is a terrible place to be in general. Fresno, I've driven through several times. And most of like the middle of California feels terrible. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I thought I had 5 mana. What happened to my mana? Do I just play this? Nah, I can get a dredge. Right? Oh, fuck. Am I gonna overload? I'm gonna overload for 1. Okay, I've made a mistake, I think. I should have just dropped the 4/2, probably. Fresno, California. Let's see. Well, you're right by Clovis. Let's see pictures. Even the pictures on the internet don't make, they don't make it look good. I'm from Woodland Hills, California. They make Woodland Hills look okay. There's green trees here. I haven't seen a green tree in a long time. Fun facts about Woodland Hills. From Woodland Hills magazine. It's known for parks and green spaces. Certainly not true. That is a lie perpetuated by Big Woodland. All my cards suck and don't do anything. I could burn a card. Is that my best bet? I could play 2 shitters.
Treasure? Loot?
Okay, whatever. I don't want to burn any cards. It's famous for shopping boutiques. None of these are like interesting facts. Wealthy investors purchased thousands of acres here in the 1900s. 1925 was the golden age of golf course architecture. What is this? I want my money back for clicking on this website. It's actually maybe hell. I spent a week at the Warner Center, and Woodland Hills was okay. Yeah, it's not a place where like anything is happening, but it's LA adjacent. I actually lived in the. Where were you staying? I lived on Canoga and just south of Victory when I first started streaming. That was when I had a real job, and then I quit that job and started streaming, and I was still living there, and that may have been a mistake. Hey Blitz. Woodland Hills is known for Chipotle and cockroaches. Is that from all the information I've given about it? Cause yeah, I'm not good at roads, as I'm in a new city every week. Warner Center encompasses like 100 apartment complexes and shops and stuff. I'm just curious. You were in a hotel though, right? Can this dillweed stop clearing my board? Please. Pardon my language, but this guy's acting like a real dillweed. I feel like I have so many cards that just simply don't really do anything. Maybe I can find a real 2-drop. Meeting stone. Nah. Was this your own choice? Or was it some kind of punishment? Imagine going to Fresno. Your punishment, you will go to Fresno, California. 5, 9, 10. Pretty sure this works. Right. I checked for you. I was at the Marriott at Canoga in Oxford. Oxnard? Thank you, by the way. Yeah, so I lived like a mile north from there. There was a Marriott there? Yeah, probably somewhere like around the corner or something maybe. So I lived on Canoga. Up. So like you're right on like the 101 and then Oxnard. And then I was like in between the next major street probably. Trillium. I was on Trillium. Where's that from? Too many cards. There are hotels in Fresno, or is it just huts? Are you Alec Baldwin from Glengarry Glen Ross? I lived in Westwood for school, and it was cool there. Westwood's very expensive. I never lived in Westwood. In fact, if I went to Westwood, usually people would send their security guards to politely excuse me from the establishment. The only way for me to kill that is to do something like this, I guess.
You don't scare me.
I don't like overloading. No Malagos. How many spells do I have? 1, 2, 3. I have 3 spells. Hi y'all, what's up, Wall? Okay, cool. Cool. We got Navis here. How many new followers did we get today? Let's see. We need a bunch. We got 23 so far. That's pretty good. 25 yesterday. Maybe we can beat 25, right? Conceal. Interesting. I might be dying here. Because he can't, I guess he can't pyro. Oh, he can pyroblast us, so we're dead to a pyro. This feels like a pyro play. The card is really frustrating. Had some games I've won with it where we just shouldn't have won. Two. Guess we have to roll for a taunt.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
I think we're dead if we don't get a taunt though. Goldbrand does it twice. Does what twice? Silence. It doesn't trigger the battle cry. You're just summoning it from the card, so you don't get the battle cry.
Hey, I got you, friend.
But yeah, silence would have been phenomenal there. At least it wasn't a pyro, I guess. 5, 10, 11. I can remove some stuff. Could play that to just straight kill one, but there's always going to be 2 minions on board, right? Is that how that works? Anyway, if you play this first, A, that just dies so you don't kill the other one. I didn't realize this, that can't be targeted? Is that how that works? Shouldn't that... I'm not targeting it. 5, 11... What's the problem? I feel like we're just getting scammed. Can't do anything about it. We trade one, we hit, we trade, we trade.
A simple spell.
This feels like we're getting scammed. Our 2 losses. Just like uninteractable charge, basically. That has a YouTube-worthy deck? Oh, for sure. What does he have? A Smite, a Geddon, an Aegwin, Blood Rager, a Zola? Yeah, that was... Where did he get all those? Yeah. I already had a European account set up from a few years ago, but I went and set up an Asian server account. It's taking stupid long to be able to play Arena Redbeard. I think you can go to the cog and then skip apprenticeship, and then you won't have to level everything up. And then I think what it does is you don't get like the free packs or whatever, but then you won't have to level up. I believe that's a thing still. I might be mistaken though. If you want to like play Arena, but you don't really care about acquiring extra packs. I think you'll probably lose out on some free gold too, but I think you're scamming the system in a meaningful way. Miscellaneous, skip apprenticeship. Yeah. Which, if I were doing it today, I would definitely skip the apprenticeship. I would not care about the packs. And then you're gonna acquire way more gold, probably way more quickly doing it that way anyway than just grinding it and missing out on like, you know, other aspects probably.
Taking my shot.
You have to go through the beginning tutorial. I lost my BattleNet account I had since Classic Hearth because Google deleted my Gmail account. That's not good. What happened? Oh, he killed the shitter? And fireballed the other shitter. So what am I doing? Playing 2/2s? Yeah, it's just an option. If you want to take the time, you'll probably start your arena experience on another server with a little extra resources. But if you skip it and just, you know, start doing your daily quests, you'll probably fast track it anyway.
Taking my shot.
Call Blizzard and try to get it changed. Are we gonna play some duels? We'll see. I'm not opposed to it. Darn it. Double darn it. Alright, so do we hold out? Do we hold out hope? Do we just drop it and try to... I think I hold out. With a Hex already, let's don't stand. And then we can pull up the thing now anyway. Or next turn, sorry. Do you have 12-0 on any classes? Yeah, I've had 12-0 on every class. But since they started tracking it, I think we're missing 3. And this sounds like a copium, but we actually got stream sniped by the same person twice with a 12-1 rogue and a 12-1 mage. And I think those were the 2 we were missing. So that was kind of sucky. And then I asked them to stop sniping me and they said they would. And they haven't sniped me since. So that's, I guess, kind of cool, at least. But I think we're really missing like 1, and I'm not sure what it is. But we're missing, I believe, 3. But like games we would have won 100% of the time if we weren't being sniped. But then we got sniped. Sniper goes to another stream? No, it was actually Dire Raven who was sniping Dreads a lot too at the time. I like that card, but drawing cards is pretty nice right now. And then next turn maybe Master 1-drop too. If they can snipe at 11 wins, they must be good. I don't think they sniped at 11 wins, but our only loss was to them. And Dire Raven was a good player. They were for sure a good player. Fine. He's really close to being dead. So while we lose this kind of cool interaction, it's probably for the best, right? I don't know how snipers do it. I try to snipe Zeddy all the time and I never get him. I don't know. Zeddy's probably just showing us VHS recordings of his time at Blockbuster. That's probably all we're consuming. 1, 2, 5. Sand really blows, huh? Is he an elemental? No. He should be an elemental, eh? I've been trying to snipe Redbeard for weeks. What's up, Dark Paladin? Don't do that. What the hell was that? Definitely just saw a snowflake fall down or a ghost. I don't know what that was. Good lord. Oh baby, I almost got excited for a new follower. Entomb, that's pretty nasty. Trades there. We just need a little bit of damage though, right? Oh, there you go. Cool. I actually like getting followed by the 7s because I like banning them. It's very easy. It's nice. I kind of feel like I'm, you know, like I'm doing something. Like, oh, there's one less. If there was ever a plan for them, like 20 years from now, to all autonomously type something at the same time and like ruin my day, they're all banned. I don't have to go back and ban them all. Pipa. Pipara Mendiki? Thank you. Pipa. Everyone I ever met has a ghost story, but I have none. I don't have a real ghost story.
Largo, the
What the hell? The hell is going on? Or it's just so irrelevant. I know I need an early game play, but I'd rather not. Yeah, I don't have any cool ghost stories. Treebeard heals one of our oldest friends and supporters. Yeah, great. I was gonna say I wish I had it back. He claims he has an irrefutable ghost story. Damon, thanks for the follow. And I asked him to tell it to me because I'm very fascinated to hear people's ghost stories. He thinks I'm going to make fun of him. But I'm not. I actually just want to know and hoping one day he'll tell me. Except the ghost in the mall. Well, that's just a TV. That's just a movie that I'm working on.
My eyes for vengeance.
And that feels like bad luck for me. Yeah, his first legendary he got was a 4-drop that cleared my board on turn 4. But hey, you know, who needs luck? What am I doing next turn? Big ol' whelp if I don't hit anything else. This is such a good card when you top deck it. I guess you don't even have to top deck, it's just good all the time. Da 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 da. I mean, I don't really care about this, especially if it's turning his good cards into crap. But yeah, I would like to take it off the board before it does something. Oh dear. Just showed me he got a Mida. Oh, thank God we have a Hex. And we have to use it, but... Oh man, that's a high roll. Alright, just 2-drop became a Mida, and that is bad for us. Oh, that's very bad. Is that the spell he got from that? Oh my days. Alright, I'll kill it. If he's gonna keep high rolling, I guess I'll respect it at this. I mean, I haven't had a chance to kill it. Does he get a spell plus Mida? Yes. Yeah, he got both. You know he has the Mida. We want to play that. I guess if we play that, we have 6 next turn. If we play this, we have 8, but we have to play the Hex. Let's just do this now. I mean, we don't have to play that. We will Hex the Mida. People be out here like, yeah, I saw Skinwalker on the way home. If I saw something like that, I'd shit my pants and I'd question everything. My sister and her boyfriend claim they were driving on Ventura Boulevard at like 4 in the morning. She was going to work. And she says she saw a giant white orb the size of a polar bear. That's what she said. And I was like, what do you mean? You know? She's like, oh, it was like, you know, crossing the street. I'm like, okay. And her boyfriend claims he saw it too. And he's a police officer. And he dropped her off at work. I was like, well, you guys didn't just like drop your car? Like, what do you... He claims that they were both like in shock and disbelief. This is a story they tell. And he dropped her off at work at 4 in the morning and then drove around town trying to find like the big orb that he was sure that he saw. He was so convinced he saw it that he was like, I've got to go search out this orb. That was me. I am the orb. Well, don't worry, Blitz. I don't have an orb story myself. I ain't never seen no giant floating orb. But like, and I'm always like, what? You guys didn't get out of your car and like chase it? And they're like, no, we were. It's like, nobody's ever like, oh, I pulled out my phone and took a picture of it. We had phones. Doesn't he have a Mida? Is he just like waiting to get better? Just want trying to heal with it, I guess. Oh god, we really wanted it to hit one of these. Mothership or Master of Reality is a tough choice. I don't want to play Master until I can get some guaranteed value off of it. I think that he's not swinging into my face. I'm still absolutely perplexed why the Mida has not come down.
We will strike back harder.
Spellikin? I really want to just play this. I guess I can, huh? Then we'll get a 6. If I can summon a Piranha, I'm getting a 6 and a 5. I guess, I mean, it's probably worth it. That's a 10. But if he kills the Master, then the Trolls... Oh, that's insane. If we can trade off this Mothership while this is alive. We're gonna get 2 5-drops and Redbeard can't get, or I guess not necessarily 5s. We're gonna get 2 large minions and I can't get stuck with a sheep or a naval mine. Wow. That alone is worth a large amount of value to me.
Rest easy, child.
Rest easy.
You're safe now.
How do you get to play against every single Tradosaurus Rex? I don't know. Just lucky, I guess.
A simple spell.
So how much do we have? 16. Still have 16. Well, that's gonna increase our power. Almost certainly, right? 7, 12. I can't actually do this, I just realized now. 5, 7. I need 3 damage. Do I get a dredge or no? I do. None of these really help me. I could drop 2 cards next turn. Astonishing. Okay, okay. This dude is a sniper, you think so? John Lee? You think John Lee would snipe me?
Maverick's fleet is ready to rock.
Dude, if we get 7 wins, that'd be great. So much better than 6.
Well played.
Okay. Let's try to get another win. This was good. This deck is very powerful. I actually got scammed in 2, right? Pretty clear. Inquisitor and double smite. The double smite mage.
Argo versus Nemzi.
Let's have some fun.
So I swear, if you keep farting like that, I'll send a very strong emotional emote at you. Me too. How about that? How about this one?
Fireworks are the best.
Gotcha. Let's kill that. We'll, preserve our coin. Keep the chain alive. Man, that's a grotesque looking man. Hey Christmas Jay, what's up, man? Great use of the Dexter eating an flower emote.
Let fall the sands of time.
Went 6-3 in mage, and I went 0-3 on a warrior. This is the mage meta. That's not good. No, can I stop drawing those, please? Do I even want this? I guess I like putting multiple minions on the board. Trade, trade, trade. See, tap?
Why do you
No, tap. He knows we could shoot one of those if he doesn't trade. Twas the hunters that killed me. I'd rather lose to hunter than mage. I hate mage. I mean, I love mage. Not a big fan of all them stinking mages these days. The only thing more grotesque than Dexter's emotes are Dread's emotes. Thank goodness I don't have access to those. You don't want access to Dread's emotes?
Give me your best shot.
Okay, maybe we kill him next turn. Unlikely, but yeah, it's possible. I'm kind of getting close. Find a little damage, maybe.
A simple spell.
Maybe I should have done that first. Would I have double played that? Maybe, because then you could shoot him for 4 next turn. Oh, well. Now I'm glad that didn't happen. So we can kill there, shoot there. We know he has a dragon. I could also play this. That's probably better, huh? 5, 2. Buff this muff. So you could have done 1 maybe, but that's a lot of buffs. So he is dead. Great news. Okay, okay. He did train well. Do 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 do.
Texas.
Hey, we played against Heal Me Please the other. We play against them every day now. Heal me please. Let's start just making sure they're not queuing into us repeatedly on purpose, right? Which is slowly taking over this channel like the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. They're all over the place, those boys. I spoke some Spanish to a customer and my native Mexican co-worker was clapping and it was a huge moment for me. You did great. You did great, Blitz. You're doing great. Keep up the good work. I'm very proud of you. I am. Why wouldn't I be? If I could not draw this card as frequently, that would help me out a small amount. Just showing out. I'm taking requests. Pointing out a Chromie. What's the worst thing that somebody could coin out on 4? 4 Cavern Dreamers? The second worst is probably a Chromie. Well, let's hope that they don't draw those for a while. Kinda nice to know the diver's on the bottom. Let's take a Mothership, which you can play next turn. I want to kill the 2/2. I want to kill... We'll see. This way you could get maybe 2 arcane things. Arcane polymorphs.
You want it?
You have 5 mana next turn? I do. But he costs 1 less, sorry. People oftentimes forget this, which is a humongous aspect of the card's value. Especially for things like that, right? I forgot about the discount, it's huge. Okay, so he discarded the things, which is great. I am playing what? Hit. Play the 5. Play the 1. Alright, he's at 29. He's almost dead. Okay, Red, we need to gain card advantage and then push face sometimes. That's the plan. You got this. That is the plan. Currently, it doesn't look like most of our cards do generate any advantage on the board or of any kind. But we get to draw a new card every turn, so maybe. Hey, why is it showing those Space Rock cards in his hand still? Didn't he discard them? What's happening? Conjure. Oh, Conjure. Wait, he got 2 spells? What? That's not fair. And they weren't Chromie spells? We got Coach Blitz in the scene. It's great. Coach Blitz he's an inspiration. I was gonna not get any advantage and never push face, but now that my main man Coach Blitz is giving me advice, I got a whole new perspective. I mean, whatever. 1 mana, draw 2. Oh, that's not good. I wish he would have drawn the other one, the spell one. Burn some cards. But first, you better burn some cards. Hot air balloon on board is a free win. No, I disagree. This is a very nice card. Because we get a free Diver. Am I overloaded? I'm not overloaded, huh? Now, the cards on the bottom of our deck there, I kind of want somewhat badly. Both of them, but you know, first time. We have more dredge, don't we? We have one more dredge card. We have a shuffle. Honestly, I'd rather get the Possibility Seeker and then the scroll, and then dredge the scroll and get my Don't Stand in the Fire and my Fire Ellie, and then put this on the bottom. That's a lot of ask. Ever seen the Relics discussion on the Hearthstone subreddit? Briefly, yes, but I didn't really pay a lot of attention. Somebody posted a picture, which I believe was framed as being leaked, and I clicked it, but it was so flippin' small I couldn't see anything. So I was like, No. Yeah, you know. Sky will come undone. Sky is large. I mean, it's a 6 mana Alec here. I can't go face this turn, but next turn. Hey Graham, what's up, bud? What's up, Grammy Poo? My old friend Graham. Hello, Gramward, my old friend. Ruined Orb. Well, I've cast about 6 of these in the last week. It didn't remove any power from the board, so... Gosh darn it. That was what we call in the business the best hit.
My hand is too full.
That's good. Okay, you know, I will consider this acceptable.
Let fall the sands of time.
It did remove 5 power. Froze my taunt. That was pretty bad for them. Burned one of their best spells. Dredge. Let's play this goober. I mean, Flame Strike must have been better last turn, right?
My hand is too full.
Bag's burning a lot. Still have 12 cards left. Armor, lightly used armor. Armor, lightly used armor. That's a Redbeard rune. Burn a couple cards. I thought he was going to Pyroblast a totem. That would have been a true Redbeard rune for sure. First thing is Pyroblast a totem. Freeze it and then Pyroblast it. Summon a board, then cast a Fire Sale after summoning a couple minions. These are Redbeard's patented moves. So he got Culling of Stranglethorn.
Give me your best shot.
5. I want to play this.
Time runs out on me.
Thoughts on this priest deck? I'm 4-0 right now. Double Condemn, I love Condemn, and double Shadow Word Death. I like 1 Shadow Word Death at least, but 2 can be good. What else we got in there? Some shitty 3s. Some okay 4s, 3 Spirit Guides. Enjoy a multitude of many more wins. Because that is what is in store for you, my friend. More wins. Wait, did I have lethal? I hope not. Close, but no. What else we got in there? Primordial and an Elec Mount. Yeah, that's a double-digit priest win deck. If you can avoid Cavern Dreamers and the like.
Lightning can strike.
Next spell cast twice. That can't be good for me. It's making me cold here. We can pop. It can be a time to pop. Opening the dark portal. Okay, let's play this. Let's kill this. Let's play a Piranha, get a 3. Nice. Let's play another Piranha, get another 3. Nice, and let's summon a 3. Nice. Okay. Graham, you should have seen his caps during the Dread's Elden Ring era. Zelda, that's how show business works. I joined Dread's Discord and everybody's shitting on him. It's such a cool place. I'm in the Discord, but I never go and visit. Is that what we do over there? What section should I go to? Arena? Dread's Discord is far more active than ours. Probably because... why? Where do we shit on him? Selfies? Who's this guy? Who's that dude? Who are these people? Does Dread's Discord have any nudes? Yes. Pretty much any section. Not seeing a lot of shitting on Dreads. This poor guy. So in order to show up as a subscriber, wait, it shows me as a subscriber. I don't want to be a subscriber. I don't want to be a pirate.
Gorgo versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Its Discord has the best NSFW channel. It does. It's alarming. I closed it down. It was too tantalizing, too erotic. Waifus. Waifus and weebs. Oh, yuck, Dreads, come on. Oh, Dreads, no. What kind of content would I find if I joined Redbeard's Discord? We have the ever popular boobs and dogs section, cats but no boobs section, the ass, and ass section, the bulges section for the ladies amongst us, and the gentlemen. We also have a Hearthstone channel, and a TCG channel. He's gonna burn a card because of this? Okay, I mean, all things considered, this could have been worse. It's bad, it could have been worse. Do you think Dreads is the kind of man to walk around nude in his house when he's alone? I imagine he's never alone because he has a wife and a kid. I would imagine if he has been nude near his wife in the last like 3 or 4 years, she probably got angry with him and told him to stop that immediately. It's scary to put boob pictures in the boobs channel now. Your mom keeps posting dog pictures. I'll tell her to stop immediately if it's reducing the amount of boobies we get to look at. She'll understand. We have 2 Hearthstone channels because people couldn't handle posting in one, do we? We have a Hearth section and a main chat and Hearth section. Oh, I missed that. That's great. Red is terrified his mom posts boobs pics. I am. That's true. We should delete the channel. That's true. Oh crap, the leaderboard reset? Oh dear. Oh god. Somebody call Mamba up. Somebody call Mamba up. Shit. I love boobs and cute dogs. Yes, me too, Blitz free man. I don't want to get rid of the mothership. We might redraw it, but I don't want to not play a 4/6 this turn, which seems quite strong. Would you dare delete it, Zelda? We need the Pokemon channel. I agree. Christmas J. Someone is on the leaderboard. That's great news. Looks like Redbird's gonna maybe, maybe not be able to eat, but maybe. Thank you very much, Christmas J, for the gifted sub. Ah, you look like a real streamer. I know, right? Where to watch the leaderboard? You can go there, I think. Mulch. Wow. Haven't seen a mulch played in a while. Give me something good. Cragwa. Wow, that's kind of neato. Boy, this hand sucks though. Guess I could play this. And then what? Nothing? Alright, let's do this. I suppose I could have tried to bait out a explosive with this. We'll take a 4/4 instead of a 4/3. I don't really want to overload. And if it was explosive, like having a 5/1 feels kind of shit. Alright, we can fire Ellie that and do nothing else. I can play this, which potentially, I guess I may not nothing. A totem is not totally irrelevant. But I don't want to trigger his Oasis here, so. Delcom leaderboard. What the fuck? Okay. Shuffle energy to your bone stack. Oh, okay, sure, that's fine. I should have done this in a different order again.
Simple spell.
I do not want to have to play Kragwa. If I didn't burn a card, I would cast the Schooling and then Kragwa. But, yeah. Dell Streamer, Redbeard. Dell Dingus deal damage. Got him.
An incredible
Don't let him draw anything. Perfect. Alright, how many cards? One. Two. I need to see what some of these become. So 4, 1, 3, 2, 1. 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then next turn we can get those back with Kragwood. Now we'll probably just take it because looks like we might get nothing or we have to wait a really long time. But man, a scroll top deck could change that. Being able to get another scroll is huge. Oh man, my foot's asleep. So that dies, that doesn't die. Maybe I don't Kragwa. No, I can always Kragwa and use the Schooling. That's fine too, because he's gonna give the health to this probably. Maybe he puts one on each. None on any. That's better for us. This is pretty good. I have to play Kragwa though. So I can do this one and this one. Then what do we want to hit? I guess like that's probably better. You can give him health, so. Hey Red, nice shirt. I have Storm, Jubilee, and Professor X in one of my Snap decks. Wait, did Snap come out yet? They never gave me a beta key.
Should have stayed on land.
They never gave me a beta key. So there's two kind of do nothings, one random card, some other crap. Still not looking great for us here after that 5/9. Hex. Do we ever hex that? Probably don't have to.
Don't let them harm the egg.
Pokemon Snap? I think they're talking about Marvel Snap. Card game by Ben Brode's development studio. Isn't Snap already dead? I don't know if it's even officially released yet. It's probably not officially dead until it officially releases. That one that he got, he has to restart the chain. I guess he can do it pretty easily with the never-ending streak of spells he has, I suppose. We have most of our best cards still in our deck, though. Double Fire Rally, Glaciate, Master, Mothership, Troll. Well, I don't know if we're going to be able to Mechathune. But if we can get a lethal with Mechathune, that'd be pretty cool. I'm sure it's going to be popular, but who knows? Yeah, it looked cool. I lost a lot of interest when they told me I couldn't play, or when they never sent me a beta invite.
Turning tides. We'll switch your mind.
Yeah, turned into a petulant child. Well then, I don't even want to play your stupid game in the first place. Just play these. You know, one of his cards is that thing that's activated.
Thunderstruck.
I want him to play it before, you know, before. If he plays it here, whatever. He plays it pings. We have a 5/2. We might hex it. Hello, Redbeard. What's up, Nick? Oh boy, we're only 2 viewers away from breaking 1,000. That'd be cool. Beta invites are by definition for betas. This is an alpha stream. I agree.
Should have stayed on
Okay, sure. Tuskar. We just drop this. Maybe it's big enough that he even feels like he might die. It's gonna be hard to get it down, and we're not dead to a pyro. It's not the best hex in the world. Dredging's a big deal, though. If he goes face, I think he takes the trade. So we hex that. We big ol' whelp. Let's big ol' whelp first and see if we can find a fire lily. Alright. I thought I could cast it. I don't know why I thought I could cast it. Didn't I play Granite Forgeboard? It went back to regular because he shuffled it in after the Granite card? Oh, that's good for me. Actually. 10 each. Yeah, the cards are super impactful. I'll shoot there, dredge up our thing. Good soldier follows orders. What are the orders? Jeez Louise. So that's 10, 14. 9 lethal. Let's see what we roll here.
I hope this fits on the ship.
This card is quite good. Just with this hand, it's not very good. We left Mothership on the bottom. Well, we have 2 dredges though.
Who is next on the chopping block?
So should I don't stand in the fires that? Probably not. Come on, Redbeard, you can do it. You can get this win. Blitz Freeman told me we should like tempo out our cards and then go face or something. Get some value. A good soldier listens to Blitz Freeman. 5, 8, 9. I feel not inclined to put more stuff on the board. What is don't sand? Like the text. I'm sorry, what? Ah. It's growing out of the side of my nose and it hurts. Oh my god. I shouldn't touch it.
Ease of you back tomorrow.
3, 4, 5. If I had played this, I'd have lethal. It's a unicorn's horn. I'd like a unicorn's horn.
Let fall the sands of time.
So how good was their deck? They had a slithering thing, double Cavern Dreamer. They played it on turn 1 going first. Yeah, pretty dang strong, I'd say.
Pull her up.
Cool. Definitely better than what we had going on. Right, double-digit wins, not bad. If you're here and you're not, already following the channel, maybe consider hitting the follow button. Helps me out. Maybe check out the YouTube. I have so many notifications. Why do I have so many? People like my replies. Let's see. This video's doing real well. Over 2,000 views already. Users still up 43%. Pretty good. Keep the 3. What if I'm not here? You are here. Oops. Don't listen to that. What's it? What am I doing? Clicking over there?
Job's done.
Oh. I wanted to see how many total subscribers we have now. I think we had 4,027. Oh my god, we have 4,033. Sick. Yeah. Believe in the heart of the cards in 10 wins, or a win chill. Yeah, I like wind chill. The problem is we're not even able to keep it. We didn't play anything on 2. Storm, yeah, I like Storm. I think it's a fun card. I think it's pretty rough. This hand doesn't lead me to believe that we're going to be able to get a good storm or even have a storm in our hand. Whereas Wind Chill might save us, especially with Glaciate, Don't Stand in the Fire, things like that against a Paladin. Red, this guy is not a fun streamer. Who, me? No, I'm the most fun. Wind Chill's basically tradable. It's way better than that. It's like tradable and an Assassinate for 1 mana. Dreads would have taken Stormbringer. No, he wouldn't. I would have. Look, I get armor. You guys don't want armor? You guys don't want to live. I mean, neither card's getting played, probably.
Foolish creature, now you freeze!
Hey, we broke 1,000 viewers, but then people left. What the hell?
By moon and spear!
How did you just say to me? Do that, freeze that, play that. I'm just gonna re-roll. We have good cards, but we have a good Giant Yeti. We have a good deck. So I don't think we're gonna trade into bad cards, right? It doesn't seem like something I would do. This turn kinda sucks. It looks like we have a great Frostbite. But I'm not entirely convinced we do. Frostbite, maybe Frostbite Sergeant now. Where you play this. It's fine. I don't believe it, but it's what's here. Are you not advertising card reveals? You and the other guys are doing? I got a message that said, do you want to do it? And I wrote back and said, sure. Something. I wrote 2 sentences, like, yeah. And then nobody wrote me back. And then
Initializing descent.
I sent another message on Discord. And I said, hey, I didn't hear back. Just want to make sure everything's cool. Haven't seen anything, so I can't really comment on anything. And I didn't hear back. So I messaged Dreads. I was like, hey, have you heard back anything? And he's like, no, not yet. I was like, oh, okay. And I messaged Save File, who I believe is doing the card reveal. And he said, hey, did you write back? I was like, yeah, I wrote back. I'm interested. He's like, okay, cool. He's like, I haven't heard anything back. I'm like, okay. It's good to know that we're consistent, at least. Nobody knows what's going on. Ignored. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe they've been busy. I don't know. I think it's Save's thing. Is there a date? Has he already set his date? I think the date's out there. I told him, sure, I'm free. What am I going to do? Set an alarm. No. Not opposed. If I roll a Hex, that would be elegant. Gonna give all the reveals to Crip instead. Crip deserves the reveals. Yeah, we did the last set and the set before that. We got, I think Dreads and I got 9 cards for the first one we did, and then I think they gave us like 15 cards for the second one or something. They just kept giving us more cards. They messaged me and they're like, oh, hey, do you want to reveal the card? I was like, do you want to do it again? I was like, yeah, sure. They're like, oh, everybody loved it. You guys, except, Dreads rated very lowly, very, very low amongst, women and men between the ages of 12 and 140. They're like, you or just a stand, you want to do it again? I was like, yeah, sure. And they're like, okay, well, here's like 10 cards or 11 cards. Like, oh, cool, it's more than last time. And they're like, oh, here, will you do this one? Will you do this one? Will you do this one? I'm like, okay. Is they just they didn't have people to do them, or I don't know.
The courage of man shall not fail.
If it hits the Divine Shield first, then I kill nothing and I lose. So I think I'm just gonna play the bunker, even though most of that stuff would have died anyway. It stops the 1 in 5 of me hitting the horse and not starting the chain. Honestly, if you do it and you don't hit the 7-3, even if you hit the other things, we're probably gonna be in deep shit anyway. Whereas if you just hit the 7-3, you probably don't have to play the bunker, so... Now I'm kind of iced out at next turn. These cards aren't really exactly what I want to be doing right now. I've seen Do You Know Hearthstone videos. I wish he invited you one day from Rarn. Yeah, Rarn are gonna make a video. Rarn and I are friends. We were gonna film something for him, and it just... his car broke or something, and then he did a video with Dexter the same day, but you know, I think they were busy. He was busy. Yeah, we're gonna do something with Rarn, of course. I need to get more popular so that, you know, Rarn will respect me. You see the new weapon for Warrior? Looks creative and insane in Arena. I think the card's a cool idea. I don't know exactly how insane or good it is. Seems like a very strong legendary 7-drop or whatever. For arena viability, in terms of like it might be too strong, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it doesn't perform quite as well as people think. I haven't really looked at it or thought about it, but the numbers may need to be tweaked. But I think, yeah, the card's cool. I think it's a cool design for sure. You know what, I guess we could have double traded these. That if he doesn't have a ping, he can't get to that. That was probably better. What does the weapon do? It's like a... I don't know what the stats are. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's a 7 mana 4/10 rush. I believe. And then when it attacks, you equip it and it becomes a weapon. So like you trade here and then it becomes a 4/8. And then you equip it and you swing, and then it becomes a 4/7 weapon, but then it switches back to a minion or something. I might have the order wrong, but yeah, it starts as 1 and it fluctuates between the 2 and loses durability as you swing the weapon and as the minion takes damage, I believe. Which I think is cool. Like I said, it may need, you know, to be statted differently, potentially. Might be too broken. It sounds like a better gore howl. It's different. So when it's in, I don't remember. Does it ever end in minion form? Let me look it up. I should probably know what the cards do in the game that I play, but I mean it's not out yet, you know. It's a 7 mana 4/10 rush. After it attacks, equip it. And then what does it do? After your hero attacks, return it to the battlefield. So you attack, and then you equip it, and then you swing. And then if you swing, it becomes a minion, but it has rush. Can it attack a second time? I'm assuming it can attack again, which kind of makes it insane. But if you ever get it caught just as a minion, it can be killed probably pretty easily. And if you ever leave it up as a weapon, maybe just like the tradable Cobra becomes like a card. You're just like, I'll just happily take one. Invader Zim, thanks for the 24 months. It can attack again. Yeah, but it can only attack minions, right? So it's gonna lose durability really quickly in a situation like that. You count it as a fresh minion so it can attack again? Yeah. But again, if you're attacking and attacking and attacking, like it's gonna be really good on 7 and maybe like kill 2 minions, push 4 damage or something like that. But then it's not gonna be a huge menace, probably, I would guess. I need to trade something off the board. I need to trade 2 things off the board. So let's trade this and trade this. I mean, that's if I want to play this, which I think I do, right? And then we can whack that. I might have over traded. I might be overvaluing. Certainly not this. Maybe these. Just play the 4. Hey Redbeard, what's up, Skate? If you Divine Shield it, then attack a 0 attack minion with your face. Have Divine Shield? No. I don't think so.
How did I get here?
Thanks for a good swing turn? Yeah. But it might sometimes just function like a, God, what card? Like a Fool's Bane? Maybe similar to a Fool's Bane sometimes? Where you're like clearing the board. Where you're clearing the board, but you're taking a lot of damage to do it, and you're really maybe not developing as much as you think. Again, I haven't really looked at the card that much. I gotta think about it. You gotta play with it. It's a totally, almost totally like you know, new and unique effect and type of card. So I think that's the type of card that could be easy to overvalue and could be easy to sleep on. Questionable. I mean, they're not gonna win either way, but this is the worst card ever. They might have thought that it was gonna summon 7 minions for them. I'm not sure. Or they might just be giving up, which is fine too. Do you remember how many wins you got with the warrior deck earlier on the stream? 2.
The victory is yours.
2. We lost to some Cavern Dreamers. You can trade and push face all the time with this weapon. Well, again, you don't get infinite swings. So, like, if it's a 7 mana 4/10 and it trades into a 5/4, it becomes a 4/5 weapon. Am I wrong? And then you swing and you now have a 4/4 weapon that becomes a 4/4 rush. And if that trades into a 4/4 minion, then you're or whatever, your guy's just gone. Or if it's just sitting on the board, then I can just fire Elliot. You played this really well, GG. Hey, thanks, man. I'm trying to win another game here. Yesterday I won against a double Cavern Dreamer on turn 1. Nice. Nice. I don't know if I beat one. I think I might have beat one. But I think I killed one on 2. Like I think I played like a Pelican Diver and then like quickly killed one. And then I think I quickly killed the other. Your hero can only attack once per turn? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm assuming you'll... So you trade with a 3/3. You have a 4/7. You swing once, you have a 4/6. You trade with another 3/3, you have a 4/3. You cannot attack again. And then it's like, yeah, it's a good card. Still, for sure. But I don't think it's Raid Boss good. I don't think it's Ysera good. I don't think it's Sneed's good. And honestly, looking at it initially, I don't think it's as good as probably any of the Colossals. Maybe the Druid one. Do you get more upset when you get 3 losses with a good deck or when you lose with a fun deck? If the deck is fun and bad, I'm not like that upset. If the deck is good and I get a lot of losses, I guess that's probably more upsetting when a good deck underperforms. What's worst is like the warrior deck we had, which was a good fun deck that got 2 wins because it queued into some scams or whatever, or our opponents just had some really broken stuff really quickly. But it's definitely more frustrating when a good deck does poorly, because you know, especially these days, the last few metas, it feels like every second or third sorry, I've heard that song. I think this makes us repeating itself. Every second or third deck you roll is just kind of like, it kind of just feels like not a good card. Wow, that's a humongous problem if I can't kill that quickly.
That was an error.
Which currently I can't. Hopefully he pre-hits my guy, because this card is way more valuable than mine. What did he do? Snapdragon, that's a problem too, though. I'm gonna hold this. They just get better in multiples, and if you can't trigger this, we're gonna be in a pretty good spot. Your minions have honorable kills, summon a 2/2 with rush, and those can summon more 2/2s. I play this in my wild druid deck that I do my quests with. The card is... This is what you want to be. Oh dear. Okay, I can kill both though. Now I hope he pre-hits again, actually. Because I gotta kill the Chromie. So let's go... Ooh, wait a minute. Let's go 1/1. We can kill that. And we can play 1 and 2. I guess I'd rather just get another poison out. You had the Murloc that deals damage? You could have killed him. Are you talking to me? Probably not. You could kill it. Why not kill the commander with the Murloc and the Prawn and trade? Wait, what card do you guys want to kill?
Let fall the sands of time.
Oh, I don't know. Well, it sounds like I'm having a really bad turn, I'm assuming. I like the turns we had. Hit, roll the 8-drop and win the game. Easy peasy. Not the one we want, but maybe the one we need. With the toe drop, Redbeard. Let him play his little reindeer games. I wanted Lieutenant. Let Rudolph play his little games. What's this, a brawl? Oh dear, did you just give him a brawl? Mass Poly, okay. Yeah, that's not as bad as a brawl, probably. I can only get one minion down. No armor. Escape from Nerd Hole? Turd Hole?
I am the storm of your demise.
2-drop deals 2 if you're holding a Murloc? No, if you have a Murloc on board. I think we did have a Murloc on board, but that's fine. I didn't really anticipate him being able to kill my guy or whatever. Maybe, but... I like the play we made, I think. That goes there. Let's go here. Redbeard rolls not sheep. Yeah, not cheap, cool. Whatever it is, not cheap's what I'm really hoping to roll. He's already gotten 3 of the Chromie spells? That's crazy. I know he drew a lot with the possibility, but... So what's this? I was gonna say Tidal Revenant or whatever, and then... Rush. Interesting. That's not that bad for us. Let's Frosty Bite him. Let's get another Murloc somehow. Never lucky. No dragons. Let's take a Pinata. I want this down. Guess we can do that. That was not a great turn. Just really hoping to find something good. Master of Realities. Another Fire Ellie. Scroll. I mean, the Pinata can be good or whatever. Is that what he's calling? Weaponized Pinata. So I could shoot that one and go face with everything. See, it depends what he does here, I guess. It's good for us. It's probably better for us because we can manipulate the board in our favor here. I think we should. Or I guess I can go 1. It's actually a little awkward because I want to... I guess I could use this. Okay, so we go 1 face.
Neutralizing threat.
Right? I think. Still have a Murloc. Shoot that. Shoot that. Can we play that? Sure, why not? Questionable on that emote? Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, questionable. You get the Colossal thing from Glaciate? Yeah. So can we ever beat that? He trades there, I lose it. He trades there, I trade there. I can kill one hand. I guess I can kill both hands with these, but I can't kill that. I guess I can kill that. 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe not, actually. That is a dead card, basically. Okay. Okay. We certainly have the cards to be competitive. We have not seen them. Probably not anymore. Too strong, too much power. Maybe. Just maybe.
My calculations, you need to chill out.
We're gonna be rich. Balanced card, Neptulon, and Neptulon's frustrating. The rest of the cards, I mean, if you high roll a Chromie, they did. If you high roll spells off Chromie, they did. Yeah, I mean, they're not. Chromie's a little less consistent at least, right? Chromie's fun. Okay. So I'm not always dead. It depends a lot on what we draw here, but Fire Ellie. We can hit there, shoot there, trade there. I guess if we don't high roll, we are still dead. 5, 9, 10, 14. This always has to die. We can never kill both of those. 4, 5. So it has to be something. A Mawarg or a, you know, who knows. That could. In a pinch, that certainly could work. This one dies. This one dies. And then we roll something else good.
Treasure? Loot? What more can I ask for?
Okay, it didn't roll anything good. As long as we don't hit the 2-3. Technically alive. It was a fun game. Chat draft later. What am I looking at? Sorry? Interesting. Was this your... Oh, dang it. Oh my god, he's leading up Master? Okay, great. Wait, this is great. If I draw something good. It's from his stream? No, wait, actually, no, I guess it doesn't do anything. Alright, something good. Got crap, okay. Something better than crap. Okay, got more crap, darn it. Not technically dead. Oh man, those are bad rolls. Wow, we're actually really close to coming back. If we had had like a good draw in the last 3 or 4 turns, or a good roll. We had one last turn to stay alive, but if we'd hit a good draw here. Wow, and he has nothing. Okay, I can always roll a taunt totem. I can always trade, double trade, and roll a taunt. Cobalt's pretty dang strong too. Like that would have been huge last turn. Like we'll win, maybe. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, we got, I'd say, pretty unlucky to lose that one. I'm glad I didn't roll a taunt and then he top decked that. I think I would have been disappointed. Almost? Yeah, I think we did a really good job. If we get one good break out of any of those draws in the last, what, 2 or 3 turns? If we probably, you know, obviously they had you know, an incredible deck. You can't really avoid him. He's gonna make an incredible play every turn, but if we had gotten like one little piece of luck. If we win the 1 and 3 on the Glaciate, we win. If we roll anything better off of our double roll on the Master after they left the